Islam Dwayne Bey. It is the 14th of January 2021, and I'm at Whole Foods, and I just sat down maybe not even a minute ago, and I'm about to, I have some food here I just brought from Whole Foods. You know, I'm on a vegan vegetarian diet, and Imani and I are on vegan vegetarian diets. And because we eat in correlation to the chemistry of our bodies, we haven't had to go to the hospital in over 10 years. So that means that our organs are very healthy. No but broken bones, no severe headaches, not until I came to Annapolis. Annapolis has a United States Navy Academy and Army base here, and it's interesting, Dwayne, because you know, I never experienced forced sharp pains, and once again, Imani Gray-Bey and I, Ron Arrington-Bey, as Moorish Americans, until I came to Annapolis. And then it's interesting to know that there's an Army base. A lot of veterans from the military are here. The African American, Black, or Negro American. Is Black Negroes the same, and according to constitutional law, as African American, pale skin veterans, and so forth. But I have never experienced any forced sharp pains, and we haven't had to go to the hospital for any form of disease in over 10 years. And that comes because we exercise. I'm pretty sure it's because we exercise, and we eat in correlation to the chemistry of our bodies. Now, we know that the United States has a problem with illegal organ selling. Illegal organ selling, one of the videos that was in connection or connected to Cynthia McKinley. Cynthia McKinley was speaking about sex trafficking and the millions of dollars or trillions of dollars that was missing during 9/11. And so she brought up sex trafficking and also the trillions of dollars that was missing during 9/11. So once again, it's interesting to know that most of the time when I'm experiencing forced sharp pains of some sort, is usually when someone that's either connected to the police, a fraternal police order around, not saying I'm not accusing, but this is in Annapolis, Maryland, or connected to the military somehow. Like just a little while ago, before I sat down, I started to feel a forced sharp pain in my head. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, as a Moorish American. You know, we are naturalized. That means we taken an oath and affirmed to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. And because of we've been naturalized, that means that the constitutional laws of this land is applied. We can apply those constitutional laws. That means the 13th Amendment, 20 sections. So we don't consider ourselves Black, Negro, because those terms are not recognized. Those are not nationalities. We are Moorish American. That's a nationality. If you are in the military or a veteran or in the police, you would know these things because you're taught these things. So when someone who is in the military or a veteran or in the police academy behave unlawful and they know law because they're taught this, that is truly a horrific act of unlawful acts. So it's really it's a shame, but it's true. Now, we reject the telepathic code, so you know this, Dwayne. We reject the telepathic code, and we don't. And it's hard to even prove sometimes that there is a code that exists. But I remember watching this video of this military man. He had been overseas, and he had spoke about how he had telepathy, and he was used as a weapon. He was used as a weapon overseas because he had he was able to use the code, the telepathy that he had against the enemies that's supposed to be the enemies of this landmass, the enemies of liberty, the enemies of freedom, the enemies of all that those that were in the military and fought and bled for, so that we as true American citizens can walk upon this earth without being terrorized, without being harassed, without being raped or molested spiritually, mentally, or physically. It is amazing to think that someone can normalize these acts and behavior as though that this is some form of normality. But if they are trying, if you think about it, if they try to normalize rape, molestation, or any form of acts of harm here, imagine what they would do in a place where there's no internet, where there's little communication, where there is where there is very outside what you want to call it, engagements, like for instance the third world countries. Okay, so if you're in a third world country and your country is being ravaged, you are in poverty and you have no form to communicate. You see your children being raped. You see your men being raped, your women being raped. You see horrific acts of humanity being done. How are you going to communicate it if there's no online service, no Wi-Fi? All you can do is rely on a journalist to actually, hopefully, report truth of what's going on. Hopefully, the journalists will actually report truth of what's going on. So I found that interesting. Hold on one moment. I think I hear my phone ringing. Hi, Islam. I'm here. I'm at Whole Foods. Yeah, I had just sat down. Hi, yeah, Islam. Yeah. It would no. The phone is on vibrate, but I heard it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it is anyway. Well, what I wanted to do is just. Well, it's interesting. Hold on. Let me turn this camera around. Let me call you right back, okay? And put my phone on ringer. Hold on, okay? Islam Dwayne, I'm going to cut this long story short, okay? But it's January 14th, 2020. I'm getting ready to talk to someone. I just realized this guy here, he used to be at Burger King, would sit there for hours at a time. But he's on this video. I usually come here and do videos all the time. About 85% of my videos are here in Whole Foods. I just sat here, and as I sat here, I noticed he had came and sat. A black male came and sat down. Right after I sat here. Right after I sat here, came and sat down. Maybe not even a minute after I sat here. Maybe about 20 seconds after I sat down. Maybe enough for me. Anyway. Wait a minute, Dwayne. My genitals were just attacked spiritually. Anyway, but he's not in the video. He usually would come and sit at Burger King for hours at a time with those that are connected to the United States Navy, Army, and usually wear a veteran's hat. But he was not in the video when I started my using my tablet. Dwayne, many times I felt a lot of sharp pains. I'm not accusing him. Once again, I was just giving my testimony. And I was, Islam, hi. Yeah, I was sitting here. I just got through buying some food from Whole Foods. This is my place. And I was just saying, I was doing my videos as usual to Dwayne Bey and Islam. And yeah, and I just noticed that one of the black males sitting across from here is one of the black males that would be at Burger King. That's implied to be connected to the United States Navy, Army, or veteran. Usually wear those emblems. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a minute or so, or not even a minute. After I sat down, he came and sat down across from me. Yeah, I just really, I didn't, yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, I was just saying Islam. I'm well. I'm just, I had, the day has been a great, pretty okay day. I was looking through some of my old videos. A lot of my old videos, I was talking about the Constitution. I just got through posting about the Constitution and the importance of it, being to be naturalized according to Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4 is that definitely states a uniform manner of naturalization. When you take an oath or affirm to uphold constitutional laws. Yeah, okay, right, and that includes the 13th Amendment, right? Then you have been naturalized. You can't be naturalized under the status of black, Negro, or African American. That's not right, because they're not right, because it's not a nationality. Right. I just know. I was like, okay, this black male, I don't know. I still got sat down. Maybe I was starting to do my video. I had took my tablet out and everything. And he actually, came and sat down. Yeah, I don't know. No, I never had a conversation. He's the one that was saying that he tasted sanitizer on his coffee one time, and Miss Phyllis threatened to send me home. Yeah, she made a big deal about it. She was threatening to take a day off, a day away from me, the whole nine. And he's the only one to ever say he thinks that sanitizer on his lid, on his coffee. Well, this is before the coronavirus. Yeah, before the coronavirus, I used to try to keep my hands sanitized all the time, like especially after before I made a drink or went to go prepare fries. And he complained and said he tasted sanitizer on the lid. He's the only customer. I've been at Burger King since June 2016 ever complained of tasting sanitizer on the lid. But I gave him a new cup and everything. But Miss Phyllis got really upset, and she just went off. Yeah, like I don't have I just documented it because I didn't. I was like, Miss Phyllis, I changed the coffee for him. I gave him a new cup, the whole nine. He's the only. Yeah, I do find it odd that as soon as I sat here, he came and sat across from me. I don't think I ever seen him here at Whole Foods. No, I think I have maybe a year ago. But anyway, I'll talk to you. Yeah. Well, yes, there's still people at American Extended Stay saying, I love you, with a black Negro accent. I love you, your son. She love your son. They literally sound like an animal, like an animal, a beast outside, or maybe like a mic in the room. I love your son. We paid, brother, stay, dirty Moors. They're still at American Extended Stay. We're still experiencing these things. Yeah, that's why, because of stalk. Yeah, I had to call the cops because the black Negro male actually stalked me from the room. From the room, a black Negro male, you remember, stalked me from the room. I was just walking to work. I had only been in Annapolis maybe four months. I think maybe 4 or maybe less than 5 months I've been in Annapolis. Or we came here in at the last week of May 2016. I was hired in June of 2016 at Burger King, and I was walking to work early in the morning. This black male just kept driving next to me saying, "Good morning, good morning." And I kept walking because, we don't know. We still to this day don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis. No one can say they know us personally. They hung out with us. No one in Annapolis, Maryland can say that they know us personally. And this black male just came, and actually he just kept driving slowly next to me saying good morning, like I had better stop. Like a movie, like you know how you see retarded, mental ill people, like they don't understand no means no, don't rate, no means no, So I'm still, I don't know him. I'm walking, okay? I don't say anything to him. He slows down, and parks in front of me. I'm trying to rush. I'm trying to walk to get to work at Burger King, and gets out of his car and stand 5 steps, maybe 5. Not 5 steps, 5 feet, maybe, or a little bit more in front of me, saying good morning. I kept walking, and okay, yes, it's good that and then I called the cops afterwards and reported it. I even spoke about it at Burger King because I could not believe that a man, he looked like he was over 40 years old, a male. I couldn't believe that a male over 40 years old would behave in such a manner. That's literally an animal or beast behavior. Yeah, so I had to call the cops. Like a beast or uncivilized, savage behavior. So then I remember also, then there was this other black male that came into Burger King singing. I mean, literally, he had the Army emblem. That guy. Once again, I'm not accusing that guy. I don't know if he was connected to the Army, Navy, or whatever, but this one was. He just came into Burger King sweating profusely. He was to a black male singing loud for about 10 minutes about how we gonna get this soul. And this was soon after I came to Maryland as well. No, I mean, he was just singing like a ritual. We're going to get this soul. And he had an Army emblem on the back of his truck. Yeah, well, in my, we as Moorish American, you see the Army, Navy, you think protectorates. All right, we're safe. But when I started to see some of the actions, I was like, something's odd. What's going on? You got black males, and that's predominantly what I see, black males. They not behaving a little odd, saying, don't touch my hand, and we're singing around Burger King saying we're gonna get this soul, and they wearing the military emblem. It's like, okay, because we studied the proclamations, and Prophet Noble Drew Ali encouraged us to respect military forces because they're supposed to be protectorates. So Islam. I don't know what they put in the telepathic code. They could put many different strands of dog, ape. I don't know what they put in. We don't have the code of telepathy, so we don't know what they put in. It's just like the corona vaccine. Did you see that the nurse? I think she was pale skinned. I know. She had blonde hair, blue eyes, it looked like. They showed her clapping her hands about to get the vaccine, and she took the vaccine. And then I think they said about 15 minutes later, she fell down, sick. The coronavirus, yes. She fell down. They were video recording it in Channel 9 News. I forgot. I didn't get the state, but I'm pretty sure you could pull it up. Yeah, she had on a nurse uniform because the healthcare workers supposed to be vaccinated first. Her hair was blonde. She had blue eyes. It looked like, or maybe green. Who knows? But her hair was blonde, and she with the bob, and she looked happy. She was clapping her hands, and people were clapping. They gave her the vaccine, and she was like, okay. And then they showed her 15 minutes later or 20 minutes later falling down sick. So, I think a lot of the vaccinations are being questioned, like what's in it. Kroger's is reported to have refused to accept mandatory vaccinations from the coronavirus. Kroger's, is reported to say, you know, my employees do not have to be vaccinated to get hired. But they're not saying don't get vaccinated. They're just saying you don't have to be vaccinated. The lady, the nurse, she had on a nurse's uniform. So because they were demonstrating how the healthcare workers are getting vaccinated first. And maybe 15, 20 minutes later, she fell out. Or fell down, not fell out. She fell down. Excuse me, I'm using words that I hear during the day. She fell down like sick. They had to sit her down. They were saying she was something. Are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah. So anyway, let me let you go. Yeah, I do find it odd to see him sitting here, but that's okay. You know, I do. I really do. Islam. This is not the first time. I saw his truck here maybe a little while ago, maybe a year ago, on my walking path. Not his truck, but his SUV. So I'll talk to you later, okay? I do find it very odd, Islam. Talk to you later. Bye.